Hi YouTube, so making this video about a account showcase for Fake Grand Order. I just kind of felt like doing this, testing it out on my new phone. Kind of wanted to just do this just because, so I can look back in case the game ever one day decides to just shut down. So I can just look back and see everything I have. So yeah, this is my NA account, and progress still towards the beginning parts of Olympus. I'm getting there. So I've been playing since around 2019, almost 3 years. Well, a bit over 3 years now, so been logging in almost every day. Can show you my exact numbers right here. Yeah, so been going for like 1,185 login streaks. So yeah, let's start the account showcase. I'm going to show off all my servants, their stats, NP levels, what skins I like to use. Yeah, so here we go, starting with MASH, 1,000, for a foe, 10. Yeah, 3-5, like everyone else. Currently using the new swimsuit skin from the Summer 5 event. So in terms of how much money I may or may not have spent on this game, I'll admit, more than I would have cared to admit. There have been some times where I did wail a little bit. Didn't really get me anything. It's literally never paid off. Medusa, getting close to Bond 10. I've had her since day 1. Used her a lot, the character. And just always put her on my team until I got a lot more better stuff. But yeah, paying never really pays off. Except for Gssrs where you're guaranteed something in this singular time where I got Shiki Saber. But besides that, it's never paid off. It's only been nothing but a waste of money. And I have not actually paid money in this game for a good long while now. Tamamo Cat, my first tutorial role, 4-star, Bond 10. So yeah, most of the characters at most will be 444 at minimum. Some I haven't even bothered to work on. Cat, 3-5. But yeah, so nearly 99% of the servants on my account are max leveled. Caster Coup. Unfortunately, only 1-5. I have not gotten any more other copies for him, due to the fact that he's just never on rate up, and I am not going to bother summoning on the story banner. That is just a bad idea. Unless you're doing it for content. Sasaki Kojiro. Yeah, I like his first ascension the best, just like in the anime. Shakespeare. Yeah. My account is so set right now that I could probably never summon for another servant. It probably wouldn't make a difference. But yeah, so yeah, I've been saving for a pretty long time. Cha-Cha, my first welfare. Did not even max her out the first time I was playing because I had no idea how all the things went. I didn't know that the events had specific materials that you need for Ascension. So I had to literally wait the next year for her rerun before I could properly max her out. I level 80, NP5. But yeah, I'm pretty much just completely free to play now. And also, yeah, a lot of these servants, I just max them out just for the sake of it. It's not I'm ever gonna actually use them, but even then, servants like these, Romulus, still building them up. I only need to build up 4 more characters, plus Yume Ray Lancer from the summer event. And yeah. Yeah, characters like these are definitely useful for tower events, where you have to go through your entire roster. So it definitely gives you a chance to try all these characters that you never typically use, but they're just on your account. Yeah, so most are showing off the preferred skin. Some of these are kind of final, some are just I don't really care too much. Like Phantom of the Opera. I think I like the second skin better with the claws, but it's not like I use them anyway. Spartacus. Yeah, we're basically looking through the order, in order, like my first year going forward. Yeah, it definitely took a while. Like, you would... Like, despite all of them being, like, free-to-play 1-star, 2-star, 3-star characters, it definitely took a while before I managed to even get all of these characters, let alone, like, MP5. Like, my account is pretty stacked right now, so, like, characters like Mozart's a good 1-star, but, like, I just don't really need him. I have, like, other characters that just do a better job. Because, like, I could use good lower rarity servants, or I could just use better higher rarity servants, which is what I typically do, because I can. Now, keep in mind, right, like, there have been times where I've just been plain lucky, and it's not like anyone could just get all this stuff in, like, a single day, or even a single year. This is, like, built up over the course of, like, 3+ years of playing. I remember, like, getting into Fate. I thought it'd be cool, you know? So, like, I started, like, watching Fate Zero on Netflix. Got, like, a Fate Extella game for PS4. And I also tried to, like, take up, like, the app game. Kind of did, like, those simultaneously. It was a fun time. Now, I do have a few servants, not many, but only a few that I actually have, like, append skills for. And even then, like, only, like, the load magical energy, the MP charge mana skill. Coup. Yeah, I really should have, like, raised up, like, his foe points a bit more. But yeah, I pretty much had him on my team, like, about as often as Medusa. Because, well, he's cool. And, like, for a Lancer, he's very solid and, like, very tanky. But even then, like, you eventually get to the point where you just kind of replace them. Like, I mean, I could still use them, but, like, having, like, bigger damage is nice. Although he did get a buff recently, so I might have to try him out some more now. Yeah, I definitely remember, like, my first month playing being kinda rough. Like, I just did not get, like, any, like, gold servants. Tried to get a 5-star, just could not. Kiyohime. I was wanting to get her, like, I didn't get her until, like, I got her guaranteed after beating, like, France. She's cool. Personally, for skin, like, the whole black and white thing is cool and all, but I do like, the green from, like, Second Ascension, so that's my preferred. Kaliuga. Honestly, I probably should change it. Like, I'm not really too big a fan of, like, the color tones of, like, Third Ascension. Robin Hood. I mean, the swimsuit's cool. I kind of like his, like, Third Ascension better, but... I mean, I just keep it just because it's cool. Suzuka. Like, when the CCC event came out, like, I did, like, a multi, and she was, like, my first ever, like, properly rolled 4-star servants, so that was cool. And, of course, I used her on my party, like, all the time. She was, like, a fairly solid saber for my account. So, yeah, she's, like, my first ever Bond 10 servant, because I just used her for everything. 3-5... Like, that's the thing about gacha games. Like, if you don't get lucky and have something to, like, tide you over in the very beginning, it is kind of a rough start until you eventually get that something. Basically, one of the reasons why I went and just did rerolls on a JP account. Then came the Shuten Doji Baraki banner. I really wanted to get one of the Onis, so I just went and I managed to, like, get Shuten. I mean, Sorry, Ibaraki. Currently 3-5. I only got like one copy on the original banner. And yeah, pretty cool. Pretty solid Berserker. I liked using her. Got Kotaro. I do also, just like Robin Hood, I think like his third ascension just looks cooler, very ninja-esque. Paracelsus, yeah, Paracelsus I have like his third skill level 8, like it is a must for like the 3-turn Musashi, like 3-turn farm looping setup I have. It's a very, very good skill. Geronimo, very close to 70. Like almost every servant I have is like max level. Then we get to the point where I started to like look up tips and tricks to like increase my odds of getting a 5-star. And lo and behold, my first ever 5-star in my game, ever, was Zhao Zhang. Not sure how you pronounce her name to this day, but yeah, I mean, she kind of carried me a bit early on. Very high skill levels. I mean, she hit fairly hard, and was like a pretty good like single target DPS caster. I was trying to summon for Shuten Doji at the time, but I ended up getting her instead as a spook. But I mean, she was a fair. I mean, for a first 5-star, I'm not really gonna complain about her. I don't really use her much now since I have a lot better 5-stars, but she was my first and was pretty good. Speaking of those tricks, literally like the next day, I kind of like did that super success, ultra success like XP trick. That's how I got like her. The next day I did the thing again and I'm like, okay, this is a sign. So I just like, I go and do it. And like the only banner that's up right now is like Raiko's banner. I didn't really want Raiko because I didn't really know much about her at the time. I didn't really care too much for the character, but I'm like, a free 5-star is a free 5-star. So I just went and did like a multi and I got her. Because I was expecting to. I mean, it's not like that trick works, like, very often now, but, like, it kind of did at first. And so I got her. I used her a lot for farming, which is why she's Bond 10. First, like, 5-star Berserker. My second 5-star ever. Got the Load Magical Energy, a pen skill. Oh boy, then came the Tamamo banner. That one I spent some money on. Way more than I would like to admit. And yeah, ultimately, I didn't get anything I wanted. I managed to get, like, the 2 Emias, the Assassin and Altar. I never got, like, regular Archer Emi. I didn't get Tamamo. That money was not worth it. Emi Assassin. My first, like, gold Assassin. And he honestly did come in handy every now and then, currently at 4-5, over the course of, like, 3+ years. Which, I mean, at least his Noble Phantasm does hit a little harder because of that. I mean, that whole invincibility pierce is pretty handy. Media. Weirdly enough, out of, like, all the characters in the game, once, like, even out of the 3-stars, for some reason, Media just seemed to have avoided me for, like, the longest time. Paul Bunyan. I mean, she's alright. I'm not, like, a big Bunyan fan. Then came the first ever GSSR. Now, that one. Yeah, that one was, like, for, I believe, 2nd year anniversary. It was just a really big pool of characters, of which I already had, like, of every 5-star currently in the game, of which I already had 2, so I thought to myself, I'd be better off if I had no 5-stars so I could guarantee myself something new no matter what. But then, like, it was, like, a small chance, but, like, a chance I could get, like, a dupe. But thankfully, I managed to, like, get, like, one of the best, still currently one of, like, the best, arguably, 5-stars in the entire game. So I didn't even have to summon for, like, her banner that same year, conveniently. Yeah, so skills are 10, 10, 10. Pen skill, 1-5. Yeah, I'm not, like, a whale. Like, I have no desire, even now, to, like, get extra NP levels for 5-stars. If I get, like, a spook dupe, then that's that. Otherwise, I'm not going to go out of my way to spend quartz on dupes. I do like the simplicity of, like, her first ascension. I like using that one. As far as 5-stars go, like, first year, my first 3, Raiko and, like, Swimsuit Artoria were like two of like the best 5-stars in the game, and are still fairly good, both of them, especially Artoria. Zhang was kind of, I mean, she's alright. Like, for like 3 5-stars on the account, they weren't bad. Fairly good, all things considered. And Bonnie, MP2. Honestly, it is a bit sad that I never got Mordred or even like Kiyohime Lancer. Yeah, I tried to get like minimal like 1,000 points each on like each welfare. Like, they're free servants, so like they're meant to like be good and stuff, so I try to like max out all of them in like the minimal aspects that I can. Like 1,000 foe points each, minimum 4/4 all their skills. Of course, MP5, I got MP5 them. Ishtar. Fairly higher bond level. First skill's relatively high. I use Ishtar quite a bit for gate farming, for like this 3-turn setup I have with her and Medusa. Fairly good farming rider. Then we go into like the Nero Fest arc. Like, I tried summoning for Brynhildr because like one of the only like, well, at that point, like one of the only like classes I didn't have like any gold servants for at all was like Brynhildr, like Lancer, so I wanted to summon for the banner. So one multi I managed to actually get my first Hercules, and I knew how good he was. So from there on, I tried to immediately, as quickly as possible, try to like increase his bond to 10. So I just stuck him on every team, no matter what like the content was. And yeah, he eventually became bond 10, and then from there he just became crazy. Like, he was good before, but like after the CE, he just became crazy. I did consider, like, sadly he's still only like 1/5. Be nice if I could have gotten like another copy by now, but it is what it is. I have considered actually grailing him just for extra stats, but yeah, so same banner. Literally the next multi, I managed to actually get Brynhildr. So yeah, 10/10, or rather 1,000/1,000, because I also tried to like foe like all my 5-stars, like they're 5-stars. They're supposed to be like good, so I tried to like max their like potential by like foeing them. Bond 6. Like, I still use Brynhildr. Like her Noble Phantasm. Like, I have the load skill. Like, it's a little niche. It's more or less like a budget anti-male Noble Phantasm. But, like, when it applies, it hits fairly hard. So, yeah, I still like using her. And she definitely became a lot more fun to, like, you know, use after, like, her animation update. Because before, she was kind of boring. I also managed to get, like, a lot of, like, different 4-stars throughout, the Nero Fest. Like, after I managed to get lucky enough to get Brynhildr, and, like, there were just, like, a lot of, like, quartz going around at the time. I tried summoning for Nero Bride, as well as 4-star Nero. I got spooked with Jack the Ripper, which kind of a coincidence since like they share the same voice actress in Japanese. But yeah, I managed to get Jack, so that was a bit disappointing. But she was like my first like 5-star assassin, who even now I still use whenever like applicable most of the time. Pretty good. Pen skill. Weirdly enough, Noble Phantasm level 2, because the second time I got... like, okay, besides Musashi, I'll get to that later, Jack's like the only 5-star servant I have an MP level 2 of. Because I got spooked during Nero Fest, and I also got spooked when summoning for Reigns during the Case Files collab, which is also kind of a weird coincidence, because I ended up getting a different British servant, so there's also a connection there, if you think about it. But yeah, anti-female, pretty strong niche. Like, as long as it's not disadvantage, you can pretty much use Jack for anything that requires, like, a female boss killer. And, of course, I also got another 5-star from, like, the Nero Bride banner that wasn't Nero Bride, which was Arjuna, who, I mean, I use him, like, every now and then. He's not really, like, a must. But, I mean, he's alright. Then, of course, Nero, which was the first ever servant I actually grailed. I grailed her to 90 because at the time, like, despite not being a 5-star, I would say she was arguably my favorite servant character-wise. And stuff on my account, currently bond 9, trying to go for 10. And yeah, like, her skills fairly high-leveled. I was really trying to, like, pour as much resources into her as I could. Load skill, level 2. Got kind of lucky getting 2 copies of her throughout the whole thing. Really love her, like, 5th anniversary, like, Spiriton dress. Easily her best skin. Easily. But yeah, I always considered going for like level 100, but like that took resources, and I'm like, I could just come back to that later. Don't know if I still will or not. Also got Lancelot. I just managed to like really beef up my account with like the Nerofest banners. Like a lot of good servants. Then came like the Merlin thing with all the Artorias, which I managed to get like Salter, like within 4 tickets or something. Equipped with the Shinjuku outfit, which is her best skin. Artoria Alter. Yeah, I didn't get her from the banner. She was like my first pick that year with the choose a 4-star ticket. Which I figured I'd probably never get the regular Artoria Lancer. So I'll just settle for like the Alter one, who was like also pretty cool. And like she was probably one of the better choices for 4-stars to pick at the time. Although I pretty much never use her now. So I mean that kind of sucks. I swear, like this is what happens when you have a game where you just have like so many good characters on your accounts. Like you have your favorites, like gameplay-wise or character-wise, that a lot of the older ones just become kind of obsolete. Vlad. So I have Vlad. I mean, I've used him like a few times, because, yeah, you kind of forget sometimes, like, in the game, that's kind of a good thing to have, like, good characters that are both male and female, occasionally. So, I mean, it came in handy for some of those kind of content events. But I really wanted Nitocris, though. Dion, that was, like, a Heaven's Feel banner, I believe, that had Artoria, and I think Emiya. I wanted Emiya, but I got Dion, and, I mean, Dion's alright. Bedivere, still one of like the best 3-stars in the game, for like having like such high numbers, only NP1, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I just can't really bring myself to like summon like a Knights of the Round Table banner, since I have like most of them now, including, well, I mean, I'll get to her later. Mikaeli-chan. I chose like the first one, I don't know, like, it's just the design, like aesthetically, I mean, unlike Mark II, where she's just like the simple like gunmetal color, like the robot metallic color. Like she has like all the pink. It looks more like Elizabeth, and it just adds like personality to the design, I guess. So I like Mark 1 better. Yeah, Medusa Lily. Got her around the time, I believe. Was it a Babylonia banner, or was it like a Christmas banner? I think it was one or the other. I can't remember now, but yeah, I mean, I pretty much wanted her for like the same reason everyone else did, like for the character. Currently 3 out of 5. I did get like a few like over the course of all this time. But yeah, I mean, like anyone who like watched the Babylonian anime probably wanted to have like at least 1 copy of her on their accounts. Jaguar Warrior. So unlike Bedivere, she's actually like NP2, because if I recall correctly, I think I was trying to summon on like this Ishtar banner, and she was like on Raid Up, so I managed to get 1 copy from that. Don't really use her though, but like, I mean, extra copies are nice for collection reasons. Santa Lily. Tomoe. Okay, so this one was an interesting story. It was the, I believe it was the Thanksgiving banner, where, the one that I was summoning for was, like, Saber Okita Soji, currently NP2. And yeah, so, I kind of went broke on that banner, I think. I really wanted to, like, get a 5-star single-target Saber. But I managed to get Tomoe, who I do like as a character, cool servant. I also got my first K-Scope, so that was kind of a game changer. Ishuen. Yeah, it took a while to like max Noble Phantasm 5 this guy, because, I mean, I'm not gonna like, he doesn't like get raid ups often, and it's not like I summoned specifically on his banner, so between friend points and like other things, it took a while to get him. Cersei. Yeah, that was a weird banner. Didn't have a 5-star, it was just 2 4-stars. It did like a multi's worth of tickets, I think. I managed to get her 2 out of 5. So I was fairly satisfied with it. I mean, he's got a cool design. Ozymandias, oh boy. Oh, the story for this one. So that's when Salem came out, and I just really wanted to get like Queen of Sheba, maybe Abigail as a new servant class. And, yeah, so I went, like, 300 plus quarts into it, like 300 quarts, like 40-something tickets, just really crazy, and throughout all of that, on my last multi, I got Ozymandias, which, that was somewhat of a silver lining. He's, like, my first, like, 5-star rider, still currently my only 5-star rider. I didn't get Abigail, I didn't even get a single 4-star throughout, like, 300 quarts worth of summons. That is ridiculous. All I really wanted was just Sheba. I figured she's just a 4-star. I can get her. I swear to God, those summons were actually hell. Then Shahrazad. I think I just did like a random multi, like on a thing. Because I think like the Gssr was coming up, so I'm like, I'll just pay for like some quartz now, so I'll have some paid quartz. And I should get like some leftover ones that weren't paid quartz, and I like use those for like a multi or something. Altera the Santa. 444 as the standard for welfares. I did manage to eventually, though, finally get Queen of Sheba. And yeah, 555, Bond 6. I didn't end up using her too often as I would like to. I would have liked it better if her Noble Phantasm just hit a little harder, but I mean, for an MP1 caster, can't expect too much. Like, her buff skills, like Arts and Buster and the Stars, it's a nice skill. I use her every now and then for like an Art or Buster buff. Then came out the Gssr, and man, was I pleasantly pleased when I managed to get Lancer Artoria. Like, as a must-wanted character for me at the time, and being story-locked, making her, like, that much more valuable, like, it was a very good, very fun New Year's. Well, until, like, COVID hit and stuff, but, I mean, like, it was definitely a good way to start off the year. Basically, my favorite sword on my account at the time. Skills are all 10. Got the Append skill. 1-5. Fairly high bond level. Still trying to get that to 10. Then there was, like, the Hokusai summons. Ugh, I really wanted to try to get Hokusai as, like, the best foreigner at the time. Ended up getting spooked by Theon, which literally only just made my summons even more sour than if I have gotten nothing. However, since he's gotten, like, a lot better through a bunch of buffs and stuff, I'm not too salty about it now. Then there was, like, the Babylonia free 4-star ticket, which came out relatively early in the year. So I just went and chose Gorgon, because I needed an Avenger for my account. Between her and Lobo, I mean, probably would have been smart to get, like, a single target, but I kind of preferred Gorgon. Because she's story-locked, which makes her technically even more rare than Lobo. Plus, I needed, like, an Avenger, so I could, like, fight Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, on the floor for the Tower event. So that came in handy for that. Steno. I got spooked by her for my Semiramis rolls for Valentine's. That was not fun. Semiramis. Like, she wasn't even that great as playability-wise, but, like, I really wanted her as, like, a new, like, more limited 5-star assassin. Some of my worst rolls ever. Like, I actually paid, like, some money to, like, wail a little bit on that banner. Never got Semiramis. Like, the only thing of note that I got from paying was Nitocris, who, to this day, I have not gotten another copy of. But she did come in handy a lot for farming. So, that was something, I guess. I mean, I guess I could have just gotten her from a Gssr ticket, pick a 4-star ticket, but, I mean, like, I don't know, paying that much money for, like, just Nitocris, like, I don't want to say how much, but, like, that was a very regrettable moment, easily. I also managed to get Helena, who's currently NP2, so, yeah, the only thing that I would have missed out on by not spending at the time would have been just Nitocris. Shiki. I also wanted to, like, really summon on the banner, because I thought the characters were pretty cool. Very limited, collaboration kind of characters. So this was probably the only time spending money actually paid off, so I was, like, summoning, and I really wanted, like, Fujino or Shiki, because I was, like, missing a gold saber. So I'm like 20 bucks, right? Like, 20 bucks. I'm like, just one more multi. And, like, I even, like, started, like, pleading, right? I'm like, come on, just give me, like, something. If I get something, I will watch your movies. Which I kind of still need to, like, I still need to do, unfortunately. Like, I'll get to it eventually, I hope. But yeah, so Shiki. My skills. It definitely rounded up my roster by giving me, like, a 5-star saber, which was really nice. Like, at that point, the only thing I was missing for, like, a full, like, 5-star friend support roster was, like, an extra class. Saber Lily. I mean, she's not really that great now. Like, in general, like, the whole insta-death mechanic, not so good. It was pretty good and useful, like, in the event itself, but other than that. Vanta Alter. She works really well with, like, paired up with, like, double Scotty. I do like the Armor of 3rd Ascension, but I kind of just, like, I'm more inclined towards the 2nd Ascension look, because it's basically the one she had, like, in Apocrypha. I have a Chiron, another 3-star, that I did not want to go, like, too deep on the banner, so, like, ended up, like, because he's new, like, I didn't have any copies. So, like, getting, like, a new 3-star, like, a singular specific 3-star from various sources, like friend points, etc. Yeah, it took a while to get him to MP5, but I eventually did. The regular Anne Bonny and Mary Reed. Yeah, MP2. Yeah, we're getting into, like, Apocrypha banner territory. I think I tried something for Mordred or something. I ended up getting, like, Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta and Altera. I think they were, like, the same multi or something. I mean, between the two of them, yeah, I mean, I think Altera's nice. I'm really looking forward to, like, her getting, like, her new skin. When, like, the, concert idol event comes out next year. Atlanta. I was pretty pleasantly pleased with Atlanta because, yeah, I had to, like, max out, like, her skill levels just so I can, like, make Scotty looping workable. Which, I use her for a lot of farming, like, mostly XP and stuff, but I also really just like the character. Chiron. I was not expecting to get him when I was, like, summoning on the Hercules gun. I just kind of wanted to, like, get, like, at least a couple of craft instances to, like, try and make, like, farming a little easier for the events, but I ended up getting him, and he's a really good support. If I ever need, like, a card buff, critical buff, I just, like, put him on my front row, switch out, just stack on the buffs on a single character. He's pretty good. Yeah, I really can't remember the context here, but so I have Pentasilia. Yeah, I'm still not sure how you pronounce her name. 2 out of 5. And Berserker-Lot. I think it was just some random banner. I don't know where I summoned from specifically. Berserker Lancelot. Honestly, no matter how I tried, I just could not really make 3-turn farming with him work. Kiyohime. So that's when Summer 1 like got its rerun banner. And I really wanted to like get Summer Tamamo. Like I think I waited specifically for like Mordred to get like her rate up as a solo 4-star. Ended up getting Chiyohime instead, unfortunately. Then, okay, the Guda Guda events. So, Izo. I managed to get like just 1 copy of Izo, which I wanted to get him because he's limited, so that made me want to get him. However, he's currently at NP4. I'll get to the story for that later, but I initially got him at just one copy when the event came out, so yeah, he's cool. I also managed to like, I think this might have been like another instance of like simple whaling for like a single multi or something. I think I got like both Gilgamesh Caster and Archer Emiya in the same multi. So I mean that was pretty cool. 2 like cool 4-stars that I don't have. So yeah, Archer Emiya. I don't really use him too often. Might change that later. I don't know. To this day though, only NP1. Like there are a lot of people that have like NP15 Emiya or something. I still only have ever gotten a single copy of him. Like is that crazy? I feel like that's crazy. Yoma. And so, I tried something for Okita Altar. A day or 2 went by. So I tried something again after the banner refreshed. And lo and behold, like 4 tickets. And I actually managed to get her. And I just love her character. Like, I think she's better than, like, regular Okita. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, she's not, like, top tier or anything. But, like, her kit, like, it works. I mean, she can do some decent damage. Decent for farming. I definitely used her for a good amount of farming. And yeah, so I went, like, all the way, like, Bond Lanterns, railed to level 100, Gold Foes, 10-10-10 skills, a pen, need to level that one up, though. Only MP1, though, I got some command codes equipped. I really do like her second skin the best, though, like, the red and black just looks really cool. Then came out 3rd Anniversary Gssr, I went with the extra class, because there was just too much to gain from it. Like Solieri. I believe my first time on my multi, I managed to get like 3 copies of him, he's currently MP5. But I got like 3 copies of him. I was hoping I would have gotten like 5 in 1 multi, but yeah, Solieri was like the only like 3-star extra class. And I also managed to get spooked by 4-star Lobo. So yeah, it really made me glad I didn't pick him instead of Gorgon for that free 4-star ticket. And I also managed to get blessed by getting Melt for my Gssr. I could have gotten something worse, but I managed to get, like, probably one of the better servants. And yeah, like, I just use her as, like, a boss killer. Like, being an alter ego, she can, like, go against, like, assassins, casters, riders, even berserkers if I want. And yeah, I just use her, like, pair up with Scotty, double Scotty, and just do insane damage. Like, it came out during the banner, so the fact that I managed to get Pulse Scotty and a servant that works so well with her on the same day, like, it was just a match made in heaven. So yeah, I have all her skills. It definitely took a while to max out Scotty because her materials were so new. And I was pretty lucky too. I think it was like 5 tickets, 2 multis. I was very pumped, I just could not believe it. For skins, I honestly like all of them. They all just kind of do similar but unique things. It's kind of hard to pick. Maybe First Ascension, I just kind of have it set to random so I can like get an equal amount of seeing all of them whenever I use her. Yeah, like 3rd Anniversary was like a really great time. Managed to get like new servants, just a good fun time. Not sure where these two came from, but yeah, they're here. Then Summer 2. Alright, Summer 2 came back with a rerun. I did like a multi or two. And yeah, I just got like really lucky and managed to get Nero Caster. It was like a pretty lucky period for me. I just managed to like just continuously like keep getting almost everything I wanted. And yeah, Nero was definitely also up there as like one of my favorite servants at the time. I also tried something for Salter, could not get her. I tried though. I waited like for Raiko because between her or Helena, Raiko was the better one. Yeah, I managed to get 2 copies of her, like, yeah, I got like, I can't remember if it was in the same multi or not, but I got 2 copies. Yeah, I know her Noble Phantom is actually pretty good, so having an MP2 makes it hit for a bit harder. Plus, her, like, Buster skill up is, like, very useful. I swear, I don't think ever have I, like, summoned Jean. Like, Summer 3, a little disappointing, just a little bit. I was expecting to, like, go, like, deep into it, or, like, I do some summons. I get, like, the 2 4-stars somewhere along the way, maybe one or both. And then I wrap it up by getting John. But I ended up getting John relatively early, and at that point it's like, well, I'm not going to continue summoning for, like, the 4 stars, so I just stopped at John. So I didn't get Ushiwaka Mario or Ibaraki, which disappointed me a little bit, but I did get her, and she is, like, a really good farmer. So, despite what people might say about, like, her liking her 1st or 2nd Ascension better, I do like her 3rd Ascension. It looks cool. Albeit a bit Christmassy, I guess. But you cannot deny, if nothing else, like, yes, like, the animations for, like, her 3rd Ascension attacks, like, they easily look the best. Easily. Jalter. Yeah, I really, like, tried to, like, level up her skills quite a bit. Like, I kind of wanted to, like, grail her even, but I don't know, like, I still might grail her later. Like, I kind of wanted to make her, like, my favorite servant on my account, because I really like Jalter. I never got, like, the regular one. Oh boy, here we go, the second one. So, Angra Mayu. That's a story. I really wanted desperately to get Bibi, but I could not, like, in my mind justify trying to, like, gamble for her all my quartz when there was, like, nothing guaranteed. I think I only had, like, 1 multi-worth of quartz at the time anyway. And yeah, lo and behold, like, the gacha gods, like, answered my calls. I got, like, Angra Mayu from friend points. And I actually managed to, like... So, I summoned for Angra Mayu, and then I immediately went and summoned for Bibi. And I got her. I'll get more to that in a sec. So he's currently, over the course of the years, he's like at MP3, so that's pretty impressive. And yeah, so the Angra Mayu ritual worked. Although only the first time. I've tried a 2nd time to get Benny Enma, 3rd time to get Castoria recently, and yeah, I just got nothing. Like, is Angra Mayu supposed to be like a once per account thing, or... Because I don't know, like, I saw the magic work for me the first time. After that, it's been nothing. So I managed to get both Summer Bibi and 2 Mabe Sabers. So that was like a really good multi. Like I got, yeah. So Bibi skills like 5-6, very unique servants. I currently have her like set at like 3rd Ascension, but I do personally like her 2nd Ascension best. I kind of wanted to like switch it up for the summer events. But yeah, I do like her 2nd Ascension the best. Mabe, like I said, got 2 copies of her in the same multi as Bibi. Although, yeah, the only thing I regret about, like, the timing is that I rather would have gotten Mysterious Heroine X, because I do not have any foreigners to this day on my account. Gonna try to see if I can change that soon. So yeah, she's MP2. Then came the, Fate Zero Excel event. So I did try summoning a bit to try and, like, get, like, Artoria, some craft essences from the pool to, like, help out with my, farming. So I did get a single copy of Gilded Rays, because, yeah, I'm not going to be summoning for this guy intentionally any other time, so, like, I wasn't expecting to get him, I didn't want to get him, but I got him, so I just, like, yeah, why not just level him up. Then came the random banner where they just had Yagyu and Shuten Doji, as well as Izo. Like, with a banner like that, how can you not want to summon? So, at the end of my summons, like, I poured in, like, a good amount of quartz, like, around, like, maybe 2 to 300, I think. And I managed to get, like, the 3 extra copies for Izo, which is why he's at 4 now. I managed to get also 2 Yagyus, which, yeah, he already hits pretty hard, and MP2 definitely hits harder, for sure. And I managed to actually get Shuten Doji, which definitely made my day. I was not expecting to actually get her, but... Because, like, I was, like, expecting to just fail and not get her and had to be content with, like, her welfare version. But now I have both. Mark II, chose her for the rerun. Seitonai, weirdly enough, like people say it never happens, but, like, twice, right? Okita Alter, Seitonai. I just wanted, like, some of the craft essences. I was not expecting to get her, but, like, yeah, so I literally went and did, like, 4 tickets. Like, same number even, 4 tickets. And I just got her. And yeah, definitely made the event a lot smoother and more fun to do. Yeah, events are definitely a lot easier when you have, like, the characters meant to, like, have a fun, easy time with them. Kato Danzo. I really can't remember what banner it was. I think it was a banner she was on raid up for. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just summon for her, not too much, but, like, I'll try summoning for her, and if I get her... Was it Ku Alter? Might have been Ku Alter, I can't remember. Neza... Might have been a spook, I can't remember. Yeah, a lot of banners I can't remember, vaguely remember. 3-5. So yeah, for that year, my free ticket, I went... 4-star ticket, I decided to go with the Valkyries. High-level skills, just so I can, yeah, do Scotty farming. Only 1-5 to this day. Yeah, I also, like, have, like, the skins random, so I can, like, sort through all of them. Plus, between her, the Valkyries, and Pervari, I just wanted to go with the Valkyries. It's, like, 3 servants for the price of 1, so you get some variety with that. Although, my personal favorite one has to be, like, Hilder. The pink one. Yeah, so probably my favorite of the Valkyries, honestly. Santa Ketz. Literally the only, like, welfare servant that's never gotten, like, a rerun and probably never will. Which makes me pretty grateful I managed to get her, like, perfectly NP5 the first time. The banner. I also went and, like, bit the bullet. And tried summoning for Martha. Managed to get her. So yeah, getting 2 4-star rulers for the Christmas event. That was nice. You can't have too many extra class servants. Like, I wanted to really build up my bolster. Yeah, so that... Okay, at this point you can see from the dates. Yeah, I kind of skipped that New Year's event, like the Gssr. Like, it was just too cluttered, and I did not want to risk, like, getting any servants that are dupes, or just one I don't want, so I did not bother wasting the money on that one. Miyu. So, I really wanted to get her. I think I went, like, about all in. And yeah, relatively early on I actually managed to get 1 copy. So I was pretty satisfied with that. Chloe... Gawaine. Yeah, trying to summon for King Protea. I ended up getting him at, like, NP2. Oh, baby. Yeah, I remember when I first started playing and this event first came out, I could not play. Like, I was, like, in the very beginning, I'm like, yeah, I'll just speed through the game, I'll beat Solomon and just play the event. I could not, like, there was just not enough time. But then 2 years, literally 2 years later, I had to wait 2 years. I was ready, so I just went and got her. Parvati, that was the Oku event with Kama. Yeah, I wanted to get Kama. I was, like, willing to sell for just Parvati, because I did want, like, I had the outfit. Like, I wanted to use the outfit. So I just wanted Parvati. Then the Case Files event, I just had to, like, get Australia. Like, she's just, like, probably the best single target, like, 4-star ruler, I think, in the game. Just one of the best 4-stars in general. Hits really hard. Really good art servant. Even with, like, class neutrality, even with neutral damage, she hits really hard. Skip one. Gray. 444. Sclipius. I really liked what he did. Just a dedicated healer. Could be useful for, like, harder content. So I managed to do a few like rolls, like a roll, some tickets, and I managed to get like just one copy, which is good because you only really need one to make them work. William Tell. I can't remember if I specifically summed on that banner or not. Might have been like friend points or something, but yeah, he's up to 5-5 now. Kagetora. Really good Lancer. Honestly, a 4-star that even now I still consider trying to NP5. I mean Grail. Then the Guda Guda event. I tried summoning because like a 5-star like Avenger would have been really cool to have. Managed to get like one copy of Nobunaga Berserker. The only Nobu I have on my account to this day. Because, yeah, the only like welfares I missed out on were like Archer Nobu, Santa Artoria. I think it's just those two, maybe a third one I'm forgetting. Then come the friend point servants. I did miss out on getting like 3-star Berserker Mori though, unfortunately. Yeah, it didn't take long to get all of these new friend point servants for 4th anniversary, but it did take a while to get them all to MP5, but they are. Favorite one of the lot though is probably Charlotte. If I didn't have like so many better assassins, I probably would use her more. Really good that she's getting like a rarity bump with a swimsuit next year. Chen Gong. Very interesting, very good at what he does. Low rarity servant. Not really my playstyle though. Gareth. Jason. So at the time, like my cousin was like over at my house and he's like a Gilgamesh simp. Like I was like hesitant at first to do it, but I'm like, you know, why not? Like I could get something really cool. And I'm like showing him like the banner, like with all the 5-stars, and I'm like, look, Gilgamesh is here. I could probably get him. And so lo and behold, like I roll right in front of him and I actually get Gilgamesh. And I just went right away and used like the thing that was available at the time to let you like instantly ascend like a servant all the way to like final ascension. And yeah, like I always used to use like support Gilgamesh whenever I really needed to like muscle through some content because he just hits hard. But now that I have my own, like that just makes things way easier. Yume Rei. Like I think there was a banner for Lost Belt 4. 3, sorry. 3, where these two were on raid up. And I thought to myself, you know what, they're like story locked, they're cool characters, be nice to have them. So I went and got them. Prince of Longling. I honestly like the mask better. And Jinako. So Summer 4. I tried to summon for Swimsuit Musashi because I like Musashi and I thought like she'll be really good later with Castoria. I got a rainbow. It was Jinako. Like, I hate the fact that you can get spooked so much. Like, I was supposed to get Musashi instead of got her. It's not fair. It's not fair. Didn't manage to get Osakabe Hime, though. Hokusai. Despite not actually having, like, any single target 5-star sabers, Hokusai is still, like, probably one of the best for the job in the game. Then there was the Lion King rolls. Yeah, I went, like, all in. Didn't get a Ruler Tori. I really just wanted her because I like the design for the collection. Would have been cool to have a 5-star ruler. I did get MP2 Melt, though, which is really cool. I mean, all in all, I more or less got what I wanted / expected. So, I mean, it worked out well enough, I guess. Makusa Shiro, the last GSSR I ever rolled. Very disappointing. I was hesitating between the extra class and rider class GSSR. And Makusa Shiro is probably like the second least wanted character for me. Because, like, I'm just almost never going to use this guy. Like, if I need, like, a full team of, like, rulers to take on something, I guess I'll add him. But, like, I'm just never going to use him. So that really sucked. But I ended up getting him. I mean, like, the one I probably would have wanted the least would have been, like, Sherlock Holmes. But I got him. And it's because of that I managed to get, like, my extra copies for Salieri, so that was something. Mon Ricardo. Did not summon for his banner initially, so it definitely took a while to actually get him. Still working on leveling him up. He is currently at MP5, though. Then, when the pick a 5-star ticket came out, I of course had to go for Tamamo. I do plan on like grilling some more 5 stars to 100 later at some point. But yeah, Tamamo. Like, I just had to, just because I wanted to, if nothing else. Level 100, Gold Fode, Bond 6, I'm going to try to get her to 10, 10, 10, 10 skills. I had to like max out everything day 1. Level 1, has some command codes equipped. And she goes so well as like a Castoria replacement. Eris. Yeah, Eris is cool, but honestly, with everything else I have, I don't think I'm really going to use her much, if ever. Now here comes my revenge story. So, the banner comes back again. At this point in time, like, with all like the newer stuff going on in JP, I wanted to save. So I went and saved for like a solid year-ish, which is why I have so many quartz now and tickets. But I decided to bite the bullet, and I did like 5 tickets, 3 multis or something. Because I really just wanted to get Musashi, because I failed last year. I wanted revenge. So I summoned. I waited specifically for the Carmilla raid up, because I didn't have Carmilla, and I didn't want to get like more copies of Osakabehime. So I waited for Carmilla and Musashi. And I got Carmilla at like NP2, which is cool. So then, I did my 3rd multi, and I got not 1, but 2 Musashis in the same multi. So, with those extra serving coins, I immediately went for a skill. I got it to level 10, so that way I can, like, loop. And yeah, my revenge was complete. Managed to, like, get 2 copies to make up for last year. Yume Rei, once I complete the event, I'll have to max her out. Command codes, I have pretty much every command code currently in the game, except for the current event going on. I need to unlock those. But other than that, I pretty much have just about everything else. Craft essences. So, max level ones, Aerial Drive, Charge, and Buster up. Just Dive to Blue, Charge, and Arts up. 1 Summer, not the best one, because it doesn't really give you attack, it just gives HP. So I kind of just stopped working on that one and started working on, like, Golden Suma, which is, like, a general use one. All these, like, event CEs. Some Bond ones. Hertz Castle. I did also start working on this one, which is basically the better quick CE. So, there's that. I have a couple Black Grails, currently 3 K-Scopes on the account currently. So yeah, all these different craft essences. The culmination of like 3+ years on this account. I always try and make sure I keep at least one of everything. I do probably need to organize this a little bit. Alright, so that's about it for the main stuff. Second archive. Just like my dupes from welfares, as well as a lot of stored up XP. Craft essences. Yeah, like the Valentine craft essences just take up a lot of space. And a lot of event dupe craft essences as well. Okay, last but not least, going to my room. Alright, serving coins. Let's just take a quick look at all the coins I still currently have. Ones either I've not used yet or have used, and this is how much I have left. That's currently where that stands. As for my item list, keep in mind, right, I have done, like, early on, I have done just so much farming. Like, in terms of quartz, I have enough now in tickets that when Pity system comes out, I will have enough to, like, hit Pity at least twice, guaranteed. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna look forward to that. But, yeah, pure prisms, all the prisms I have. Seriously, like, it's not like I plan on using all of them. There are servants I just don't really plan on building that much. Servants I plan on building later in the future. But yeah, I have just done so much farming, tried to make sure I have like an overstock of everything. Like, it's gotten to the point now where I could just skip several events and it would not make a difference. Especially with the pure prisms now in play. But yeah, this is basically what happens when you do so much stuff early on when playing a game. That, like, you get to, like, a point where, like, you just have so many, like, not busy weeks. Where it's like, I could play this event and farm all these items that I already have an abundance of. But it's like, what's the point? But, yeah, so that's basically my account currently as it stands. Might make an update video in, like, a year or so. Maybe 2, depends. I don't really plan on something too much, so we'll see how that goes. And, might do a summons later for Abigail. I kinda, yeah, I want Summer Goat Tomoe. And Summer Abby, not the best foreigner, but, like, I don't have a single foreigner on this account, and it would be nice to have one because Berserker boss fights are annoying as heck. So yeah, that's been it. Hope you guys appreciate this. If there's anyone here who just wants to see what, like, my account looks like, how it compares to other people. Just something I kind of wanted to share. So, yeah.